What is going on, people? First off, before I start this great video, let me say Happy Easter to everyone, or if you're watching this later, hopefully you had a Happy Easter with family and food, whatever else you do on Easter. If you couldn't tell by the title, this will be a Easter Extravaganza. Don't ask me why I decided to do it today, but I'm off, and everyone could be watching YouTube at some point tonight because they're probably doing nothing later on. So that's why I'm doing it today. Again, happy Easter to everyone. If you couldn't tell, I'm dressed up for my video because I love you guys. And also because I'm having an Easter dinner. But mostly because I'm having an Easter dinner and, you know, you gotta dress up. But in this video here, I got a whole bunch of different stuff. I got a Blu-ray update for you guys that I should have did earlier in the week, but I thought I'd hold off for now. I'm actually going to show off my Funko Pop collection. I've had this collection for a while. If you couldn't tell in other videos, if, you know, I have my laptop turned certain ways, I do have it up on part of my collection. I just haven't showed it off yet, but I'm going to do that. But first of all, to start this video off, I have a contest entry. Hopefully this works for it, and it could be counted as an entry. But MrTonyoftheDead, I have talked about him on previous videos. He's part of the Dorkening. He has his own channel, and right now he's holding a 700 subscriber giveaway. I think he's over that now, so congratulations to you. But he is holding a contest, first and second prize, and these prizes are big, so he rambled off a whole bunch of stuff for like first prize and second prize. I can't list them all, so definitely go check his stuff out, check his channel out. You know, standard rules for any giveaway kind of, you know, are there. You have to be a subscriber, and pretty much that's one of the big things, but gotta like the video and everything. But definitely check his stuff out. Like I said, it's a first and second prize. To get into it, you either can comment or for, I think, 1 like, and then make a video for 3 likes. So hopefully this gets me, or 3 entries. So hopefully this, you know, gets me into the contest. Pretty much the only thing you got to do, he asked how you came across this channel. Well, I think it was 2 years ago now that at one point I was unemployed. So to pass the time pretty much through the day, I'd make my own videos on YouTube, but also go and venture through all the other DVD collectors or Blu-ray collectors or whatever that do updates, and I came across his channel and been watching ever since. I did subscribe to the Dorkening, which I probably will give a plug in a little later in the video, but definitely check his stuff out, enter his contest, subscribe to his channel. Really good guy. Not only do I like him because his name is Tony, but also because he's a really good guy. So again, the link will be in the description box. Check it out, enter, and subscribe to his channel. Let me get into this so the video is not like 5 years long. So I was about to say 500 years, but don't worry about it. Like I said, I have a Funko Pop collection. Not very big, but, you know, I'm starting it. And like any collection, starts off small and then eventually gets bigger. Well, the first time I ordered any, I ordered all of them from Amazon. And the first time I ordered 3 in one shot. I'll show those off now. One of the first ones was Gizmo. I'm a big Gremlins fan, always have been. Really haven't said it, but I saw this and I'm like, you know what? Why not start off my collection with one of my favorite little guys, Gizmo? I think it's really cool. Also in that one I got Olaf from Frozen. And also, this little thing here, Dancing Groot. It's towards the end of, if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, a little spoiler alert, at the end, you get a little Dancing Groot growing back into the plant, and he dances and everything. But that's Dancing Groot. Then, I ordered a few through Disney Movie Rewards. You know, I have that. You get movies, Disney movies, and then you put in the points or the code to get points. And really what I got it for was getting movies for free, but they really don't have much of anything that I really need. So at one point they had a couple different little Funko Pops. So this one I got for free, again from Frozen. Anna, I picked it up just because, again, it was for free, and that's what they had there. And then this other one, which is actually a little heavier than the other ones, from Big Hero 6. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's Fred, the one guy dresses up in this costume. So another one I got for free. This one I really got from my mother. She said there's one character from one of the Disney movies. Kind of reminds her of my grandfather, and if you see pictures, it kind of does. This is Carl from Up. He does kind of resemble my grandfather in a way, so pretty much I got this from my mother. Go ahead, say it, please. Leave it in the comment. But yeah, Carl. And then another recent one I got. I don't know why I was on a Frozen kick, but I thought this was pretty cool. It's Sven. I guess he's a moose. But Sven, I think it's pretty cool. Kind of cute, actually, too. But that's Sven. And then, truth be told, I saw this one character, and that's pretty much what got me started on the whole Funko Pop. I thought it was really cool. And then I ordered these two guys. But I didn't realize that I ordered, I guess, a bigger size one. I didn't really read it. But nonetheless, they came in. And this first one is pretty cool. And that's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like I said, it's a little bit bigger if you couldn't tell from the other ones I showed off. But this is a 6-inch Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And really, I got it for this one because I thought it was really cool. If you see this one here, he's got a, nice little happy, smiley face and everything. He's all happy. And I got it for this one because I think it's pretty cool. This one is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man as well. But this one, he's charred. His head is all charred up and he's all angry and such. So, honestly, when I saw this one, some people had it. I decided to get this one because I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, he's charred and everything. But if you couldn't tell, the size comparison, you got the regular size one and then you got this bigger guy. So I'm guessing it's like double the size, or I don't know exactly how tall these little ones are, but this one's pretty tall. But like I said, this one kind of started my whole craze, but it's one of the later ones I got. I probably will continue collecting them because they are pretty cool. I'll go through and find my favorite characters and everything. So probably sooner or later in some of my updates, you will start seeing Blu-ray / Funko Pop updates. So just keep that in mind for future videos. Let me get into this this update because I tried doing this before and I had a coughing fit and I was like 18 minutes into the video. So before I do that, I will do this. I will drink some water. Thank you very much. But some of these I got through Amazon. Some I bought at Best Buy. Some I bought at my job. And I think that's it. But this first stack of movies I have not watched yet. Haven't gotten around to it. I've been working a lot, so I haven't been able to watch them. But I did pick them up. This first one I found at my job. Don't know anybody in it. It was cheap. It was like $4.99. So whenever I see a deal, I've said it many times in my videos, I'll buy it on just a blind buy kind of deal. This one is Visible Scars. No idea what it's about. Don't know the people in it, but bought it for $5. This one I have heard about. I do own on my Vudu account. Never got around to watch it. I got it because Emma Watson was in it, and also because it was $4.99 at Best Buy. They had like a section of movies I guess they just kind of wanted to get rid of, and this one was there. This one came out a few years ago. It's based upon actual events. I don't know if this was a few years ago. I don't know if the girls were like well known in Hollywood or whatever, but a group of girls or a group of kids ended up breaking into all these celebrity houses and stealing stuff. I don't know who they stole from. I'm sure it says in the back, but they ended up breaking into houses and stealing stuff. And that's the Bling Ring. Again, that's loosely what it's based off of. Don't know exactly about it, but the Bling Ring, bought it because it was $5. These next three were a 3 for $20 deal at Best Buy. Instead of it, most of these I think usually were between $9.99 and $14.99, but they had a section 3 for $20, so pretty much it's like buy two get one free kind of deal. This one don't know much about. Stalingrad. It's one of the only movies in that section that I didn't own already, so I picked it up. This one I've been planning on getting, just never got around to it, so what better time when it's on sale. It stars Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Kline. Pretty much I forget who it is. One of them is getting married, and they all go to Vegas, Las Vegas. It's kind of like a last hurrah kind of deal. They're all older, and they end up going to Las Vegas. But still haven't watched it. I was always planning on getting it, just never got around to it. So that's Las Vegas. And this one I pretty much just got to kind of update my. I do have a Blu-ray, not Blu-ray, DVD. I guess you want to call it box set. Not really a box set, but this is Ghostbusters 1 and 2, a little digibook. It comes with a nice little book inside. I guess that's why they call it a digibook. But pretty much for $10, I upgraded it. You can call this one for free. You can say I bought the other two because I didn't have them. And this one I got for free, technically, or whatever you want to call it, just because I wanted to update it. So that's Ghostbusters 1 and 2 going with the whole Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. If you haven't checked out my Instagram, I did post a picture with this stuff. So definitely go check that out. Tony's Movies. I will leave that in the link. Check out my Instagram. These next couple came out this Tuesday. Just haven't really gotten around to watch them. I read the back. They were interesting. Just haven't really gotten around to watch them. The one I kind of popped in but wasn't paying attention. I was kind of tired. So I really didn't get the whole gist of the movie. But this is Wild with Reese Witherspoon. Pretty much it sounds like she's a troubled adolescent or in her 20s or whatever. And she just wants to change it. So she ends up going on a, worldwide traveling thing without any experience. She never did it before, to get away from her thoughts and stuff. She ends up going on a, worldwide tour or whatever you want to call it. But the Wild, I'm guessing that's what it is. Again, sorry. This one has Benedict Cumberbatch and Keira Knightley. Pretty much about the war. What is it? Forget which war it was. But in Britain, they get these minds together to make this machine to decipher codes, to break, I think it's German codes or whatever. They get a whole group of people to come together and make this thing. Or Benedict Cumberbatch makes this machine and just tries to decipher the code that way. This one, when I first heard about it coming out, really wasn't interested. Not interested, but really not up my alley. Was never a big space, frontier kind of guy. But I heard good things. Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, Michael Caine. That's Interstellar. Again, let me take some water because my throat's acting up. In case you were wondering, that's why they call me Tony Has 9 Fingers. My finger's messed up. But anyway, back into this. Interstellar, I guess, traveling to another world. I don't know if it's, us just finding another world to inhabit, or it has something to do with space travel. I don't know exactly what it is, because I really didn't give it a chance. The thing that's cool about this movie is in every Blu-ray, it comes with a different, every Blu-ray's got a different piece in it. A collectible IMAX film cell. So this is actually a piece of that IMAX video or movie that they had. They just cut different pieces off, and in each Blu-ray it comes with a little, it says 70 millimeter film print. It's pretty cool. I think that's cool, having, an actual piece of the movie kind of deal, kind of, memorabilia, I guess you want to call it. So that's different. Never seen that before. But that's Interstellar. If anybody's seen those 3 movies recently or whatever, let me know about it. These next couple I have seen, and I'll talk about them a little bit. This one I bought off of Amazon. I remember when I was younger, I was watching this movie. Still don't know the name of it because I thought it was this one, and it wasn't. Pretty much a movie about people trying to get into, I don't know if it's Broadway or whatever it is. A whole bunch of people try out for this dance thing, and they have numbers, and it's their storyline behind it, and they're like getting interviewed, and it's like a movie. I thought this was it because I saw a trailer for it, but it wasn't. The movie's not too bad. It's just not my style of movie. I thought it was something different, like I said, so I guess that's why I didn't give it a chance either, because I was kind of disappointed. But this is Roy Snyder and all that jazz. Pretty much, he is a producer. He's trying to make this play or dance or whatever, and pretty much it's his story going back and forth of him on drugs and him on, having this power and then going crazy kind of deal. Not one I wanted, so I guess that's why I was kind of bummed and didn't really get into the movie as much. But it's all right. This is only, for little trivia, this is only my second Criterion DVD or whatever. All that jazz. This one was by the director Jeff Klein. Again, like I said a little earlier, here's a plug for the Dorkening if you haven't checked them out. Mr. Tony of the Dead is part of it. A Knuckle, Leo Pond, 13 Wolfman. Check it out. I'll leave their link on the bottom of this. Anyway, one of the videos that they had, they were interviewing the director of this movie, Jeff Klein. And, you know what, I thought I'd pick it up, check it out. And it was, your run-of-the-mill kind of like horror slasher kind of deal. But for the movie, for the price that they could spend on it, their budget, I guess you want to call it, I think it was really cool. It's Bikini Girls on Ice. They're having a car wash fundraiser, a bikini car wash fundraiser. I forget exactly for what, but they're having this fundraiser. They're on a bus to go to this place, and the bus breaks down at this abandoned, I guess you want to call it, gas station. So, to just make anything happen, they're like, okay, let's just have this fundraiser right here. They don't know that this gas station is inhabited by this slasher, this murderer kind of deal. And it's just them, trying to stay alive in this. But this movie is supposedly, from what I heard, part of a trilogy. They have filmed the second one to this. It's called Pinup Dolls on Ice. That would be the second one. I think it's coming out sometime in the summer or a little later in the year. So I'm kind of excited for that because I enjoyed this movie a whole bunch. So I'm excited for the sequel. I'll leave a link to everything for them in the description so you can check their stuff out. But that's Bikini Girls on Ice. This one is by the guy Adam Green, who did the Hatchet series. If you haven't checked them out, again, I don't know what's wrong with my throat, but I'm a whole bunch of, just keep on going through the video, no jump cuts, no edits, no nothing, so you get my real reaction to everything. But this one is digging up the marrow, pretty much. In this movie, he plays himself in the movie. He gets a letter from a fan, there's some crazy nut fans, but he gets this letter from this guy saying he's got a movie pitch for him, because the story behind it is whenever a child is born with a deformity, sometimes parents give them up because they don't want to deal with them, and these kids end up getting thrown away, and they end up going to like a utopia underground. It's like for all these like deformities and monsters and whatever you want to call it. Well, this guy who sends the letter says he found a hole to this other world, there's monsters and everything. And pretty much going through the movie, they're trying to tape this stuff. A little spoiler, they do find monsters, and the monsters they show are pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I like Adam Green because he's a whole, prosthetic and everything. You don't see too much CGI in his movies. He's an old school horror fan. He does have a TV show. I forget what channel, or it was on a internet channel, whatever. Holliston. Check that out too. But this one's pretty cool. Digging Up the Marrow. The only thing about this is the ending kind of drops off. It ended it a little different than I thought, but overall I like the movie a lot. The behind the scenes kind of show you like how the monsters are made, which is cool. This next one I kind of overhyped in my mind, I guess you want to call it. I was waiting for it, watched it. It was alright. Like I said, I think I overhyped it. But Into the Woods with the cast is good. Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, James Corden, Anna Kendrick, Chris Pine, and Johnny Depp makes a cameo. But this is pretty much, all those fairy tales with Jack and the Beanstalk and Cinderella and Rapunzel and all this. They end up meeting and meshing into one big story, I guess you want to call it. It is a musical. Some of the songs I like, some of them I could have went without. But I think the only problem with this, I overhyped it in my mind. Wasn't a horrible movie, wasn't that bad, but some people didn't like it. I liked it. It's just I think I a little gave it too much hype. But that's Into the Woods. This one was really good. Story about Louis Zamperini. Hopefully I said it right, but he around World War II, he was a gold medalist runner. He won gold and everything, and then he ends up getting enlisted into the war. His plane gets shot down, and him and 3 other people are stuck on a raft. I think it's for like 47 days. 47 days. And just when you think they're getting rescued, it ends up being a Japanese ship, and they end up becoming like prisoners of war. And then pretty much it's just what happens in these concentration camp kind of deal. I enjoyed it. It's like an inspirational story. The story behind it, sucks, but it's what goes on in his life kind of deal. Very interesting movie, I'd say. If you haven't watched it, Unbroken. This one I'm not the biggest Steelbook fan, which I've said in previous videos, but I got this one on Steelbook. Finally, this one, caps off not only this series, but the one whole series for the past, I think it's almost 10 years, more than 10 years. Between this series and The Lord of the Rings, it's been like 10, it's crazy. It's been like 10 years of my life that I followed this whole journey. If you couldn't tell by that, it's The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Like I said, I got the Steelbook, which is really, really cool. But it caps off the whole Hobbit series. Smaug finally makes it to that lake town, does his stuff, and then if you haven't read the books, it's pretty much like the title says, 5 armies come together and fight in one epic battle. Like I said, it's crazy how this took 3 years, and then the Lord of the Rings, I think, like I said, was it 2003 or 2004 that the Lord of the Rings came out, and I've been following it ever since. So it's been like 10 years of my life that is now finally over with the release of this one. So I liked both equally. I liked the Hobbit. I was waiting for, and it did live up to what I was expecting it to be. This one I think is the best out of the trilogy so far. The fighting in this, the graphics, and just the whole storyline is really good. I remember watching, I have the cartoon of The Hobbit. I forget when that was made, like early 80s or whatever. It kind of follows suit. Well, this one kind of follows suit. It has, a little bit added extra stuff. But this one, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. And finally, it is nice Easter Extravaganza. I bought this. I bought it because it was relative. It came out to like $40, which with everything, not shipping and handling, because I bought it at Best Buy. But for $40, it comes in this interesting little case. That's the Fast and Furious collection. 1 through 6. It comes in this little, I'll open it up. It comes in this nice little tire. Really, the discs in it don't really have much of a, backing, or, they kind of just are like thrown in there. If I can open this up. Like I said, each disc is just sitting in there. They do have a little sheet of like styrofoam or whatever you want to call it in it. So it's really not the greatest of packaging, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. So I still do have all the DVDs, so I'll probably just end up, if I ever want to watch them on DVD. But it's pretty cool to have this kind of like limited edition, I guess you want to call it, box set. But like I said, it comes with 6 movies, Fast and Furious 1 through 6. Still haven't, checked out the 7th one. I'll wait for that. They'll probably come out with something else. But this is, cool little thing to have for your collection. I probably won't be opening it many a times. So yeah, I bought that. Like I said, it came to 40 something with all taxes and everything. But I thought this was really cool, so I ended up getting that. Now, if I could put this back in here, that would be great. But yeah, there you go. The come on now, the Fast and Furious 6 movie collection. So yeah, that was my Easter extravaganza. Like I said, a little bit different. I showed off my Funko Pops, showed off what I got, gave a little contest entry. Again, check out MrTonyoftheDead. Continue to check out my stuff. Let me know how I do. Give me thumbs up if you like it, or tell me I suck or whatever. Check out my Instagram. Check out whatever links I leave on the bottom of this video. And again, happy Easter. Hopefully everyone has a wonderful day with family, whatever, however you celebrate it. Enjoy. And until next time, I will see you.